How you doing, guys, and welcome. It is Kraken here, and we're back in Storm's Brewing 2.0, and we're actually on stable now. So I've done the update, we're on stable, and we've got to sort out what happened with the last episode, because we died. Was not good. A chrysanthemum got in my way to jump back onto the bike, so we do unfortunately have one death. Now, I did get back here quite late, so we're starting later in the day. We've actually got that one for smelting some stuff. Yeah, we made it to the desert, which was pretty brutal. We did our 10 containers, but one more plague spitter to kill, and we've got to spend... That was 25 minutes. I'm pretty sure. That says 15 minutes. I thought that was 25 minutes. I might be wrong. There has been a load of updates as well. Hundreds and hundreds of updates. I'm going to link them in the description down below. But some of the first ones to note is this pack mule. That was 50% when you put 5 points into it to ignore any physical damage. That has now been changed to 25%. So that was obviously far, far too strong. So that has gone down. Loot bags have now changed that they will be... You've got more chances depending on the type of zombie of what you'll find. So if you kill a nurse or somebody like that, you should find more health items in them, which I quite like the idea of. So we'll have to have a quick look at that. This siphoning strike has been updated as well, I believe. But yeah, we have no skill points. I have just started making... Oh, I've actually made it. A steel sledgehammer. Because we had already got ourselves up to that. Now, the problem's going to be that's 40.5 stamina cost. And this one's 22.3. So it is double the amount of stamina. So I've made that. We've got it there. But it is doing a hell of a lot of damage. Now, we're going to get straight back off to the desert biome. I have pretty much all the stuff that I think I'm going to need that caused us issues yesterday, because I didn't have them as soon as we got those locusts. When I was editing that video back, they are quite strong, the plague spitters, but it's more that it's just something that you're not used to. You know, it's a whole new type of sort of attack. Whereas, like the cops, we could, you know, we kind of already knew what we were doing with the cops. You know, you could dodge the cops if they spit. These you can't really dodge. Yeah, they're very similar to the way the vultures work, but not really. You know, they're similar-ish, but they're not the same. So it's more just getting used to it. To be fair, it might even be worth just making a club and quickly jumping over to a club just to quickly knock them out of the way. But they're definitely a zombie that you can't run from, because those locusts, even on a mini bike, maybe a motorbike, you can get away with being fast enough that they're not going to be able to hit you. They'll keep following you. But yeah, the vehicles are just not fast enough with the bicycle or the mini bike. They will just keep hitting you. So that's not good. But anyway, we're going to get into this. We're going to go and see Trader Bob today. One of the biggest issues yesterday as well is that we're still only actually wearing primitive armor. When we've progressed so much in 9 days, it's ridiculous. You know, in fact, I've even made myself a steel sledgehammer in 9 days is a little bit absurd. But we'll kill the last plague splitter on the way to Bob. There is a few big lakes in the way, which is why I'm going to the edge of the map this way. We've got 2 smoothies, so that'll be that. So we'll be fine to get to Bob, because that'll give us another 10 minutes on that. Anyway, so let's get cracking. I'm just going to test this here. So we got the steel sledgehammer. So that took me down to 98. Okay, let's test it again, because obviously with this, it's pretty much going to be a one... It's going to be a one-hit kill. He's not dead yet. Maybe regular? Okay, see, that's the issue. Durability of another piece of armor. We've got 5 repair kits on us. I think that was the gloves. Yeah, we'll repair those while we're there. Obviously, we've got some mods to whack in it. One thing we can't make is the ergo grip. Which is a shame, because that does help with stamina. But yeah, okay. Obviously, it swings a lot slower than the other one. I've never been a fan of the iron club, which was why I'd stayed with the stone. Just, you know, just so you had that stamina. You only needed, you know, I think it was about 28 in the end by the time you'd... Because we have got 4 points into it, so we have got a lot of points into it now. There's only one more level to go. But anyway, let's get into the desert. Let's get this done. And we'll get ourselves off to Bobby Boy, get our badge, and then see how difficult this biome really is. Right, there we go. We've done the Plague Spitters. Now, I've just been riding through the desert. And getting our way up to, there we go, we've done all of it now actually. Done the time and done that one, there we go, fantastic. And a couple did spit at me, and they didn't get to me. So obviously I have just updated the game before I started recording. Now it's out on stable, we've got crossplay and everything. So I think they might have slowed them down slightly, because they were quite brutal. The fact that they could keep hitting you while you were on the bike. So we'll test that again in a second. See, they weren't doing this the other day. They weren't they are acting a lot more like the vultures now. You not dead? One thing about the vultures as well is they will only start flying down and attacking you now when your health is below 80%. And that is a big change. So if we come across another zombie spitter, which no doubt we will, we'll just see if the locust can actually catch up with me on a mini bike, because that's something really worth noting if they can or can't. Right, we've got a few minutes here. We've just had a plague spitter over there spit at us. Right, okay, so we just hit a rock. Yeah, this update has completely changed them, because the other day they were literally straight on me. On day 8 they were literally straight on me. Here I'm riding around in circles, and they've already despawned. Yeah, they're totally different now. Literally despawned in no time. They're backing off like a vulture will. Yeah, make sure you download the update, people, because it is changed. It is definitely changed. Right, we'll quickly grab some gas while we're here. Let's go in and see Bobby straight away and get our badge.
I'm prouder than a peacock that you got that job.
Head to trader. We'll grab the magazines and we'll grab the badge. Sweet as. So we should have our badge on now. Yep, there we go. Badge number 2 is on. Let's quickly open that one. Big hitters, tackies, sticks. Right, give me a few seconds. I'm going to quickly run around this joint and grab all the loot he's got, and then we'll have a proper chat to Bobby Boy, and we'll do the ATM while we're here. Wow. I'm actually full up. So this is what I've grabbed so far. I did actually get good cash, but we did find the book that gave us more cash out of an ATM. We got a Forged Ahead. We've got a vehicle book here. We've actually got a proper fire axe now, which is nice. Only a level 1, but it's okay. We'll sell that in a second. We did get a toilet knife, which we've just grabbed. And I think... oh, a bit of food over here. Sham. Yeah, we'll just eat it. Right, I believe that is about everything. So let's get ourselves straight back into here.
The bird gets the worm. I say build a trap and sleep in.
Right. Let me see your inventory. I've got some stuff to sell to you.
They make the road runner jealous.
Right, I think that's about everything I'm going to sell to him at the moment. Just clearing out my inventory a little bit here. Right, what have you got for sale? Let's have a little ganders. Got the cobblestone, I'll buy that. Right, yeah, it's got 2 Wasteland treasure books here. I'm going to buy both of those, and I'll buy the vehicles. So the sooner we get to the motorbike, the better. Pretty much good for everything else. I didn't actually bring my crossbow, which was maybe a silly thing. One thing we need to put a point into when we get a point is into armor. Did we get a point so far? We did. Right, so we need to go to the general and we need to pick what armor we're going to go with, because we're not finding many armor books, and that's because we've not put a point into armor at all. I'm probably going to go heavy, because we're using the sledgehammer, because it is a slower weapon. Don't like being slower, but we'll put a point into that. Hopefully we can sort out finding some more books, because like I said, we're only at level 4 primitive, which is very low. What have you got here? Fetch and clear, Johnnytown, infested. I don't think we should do an infested straight away, even though it is close. Taylor Manor. Let's try Johnnytown, because I don't know what that is.
Jobs. Well, this will put another notch on your gun.
Let's give that one a go. It's midday, but we should have plenty of time. Yeah, it's only a couple 100 meters away. Oh, yeah, there he is, spitting again. But yeah, like the other day, these were just smacking me in the back of the head. Now, I guarantee they won't even be there by the time we've gone a couple 100 meters down the road. Bloody game. Should have had a day off. That's what I should have had. Right, just lobbing bloody locust. So yeah, the other locust had disappeared. They literally don't stay on you for long at all now. We know this POI very well. The thing is, we don't know, because the names never really came up, we didn't know what the names of them were. But we know this one. Get that one started. I'm going to try the steel for a minute or two. We'll just see what it's like. Right, so I'm just going to try regular hits with this. Do the job. Right, my supplies are here. So that's half of it done. Right. Does sound like there's another red dot, so there should be somebody else about. Not quite sure where. You down here? There's still another red dot. Interesting. Okay, Walk of Shame, you come on up. Right, so what are you going to give me? Batter up. Okay. I don't know what they could do, which is just standard for a party girl anyway. But carry on with this. Core. That wasn't even a power attack, just a normal attack. Happy with that. Still need this bloody helmet light mod. Out you come. I know I don't need the power attack, but I guarantee you I keep on using it. It's like the baseball bat. You kind of got to do it. Knock it out of the park. Ooh, feral biker boy. Haha. Okay. The feral, that seemed pretty damn fast. They've sped those up. They were never normally that fast. So we got some food. What can we do now? Pumpkin cheesecake. Lovely jubbly. And we'll have the pears now. Obviously we have started going into fortitude a little bit, so our stamina is going to be higher. I'm not going to keep hold of all the useless stuff, but needles and threads and things like that. Yeah, all the basic stuff we'll keep hold of. Oh, bugger me. There we go. So it does have a nice area of effect there. So we did okay there. Obviously I missed the first time, which wasn't ideal. But so far this POI doesn't look like it's really changed at all. It seems pretty standard coming down here. A few army zombies. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, Mo coming around the corner. Yeah, if I know there's only going to be one or two of them, I'll probably carry on using the power attacks, just for my own amusement. Nice. Now we are in desperate need of this helmet light mod. Anything up here? Mo, how are you doing? Nice. Check with John. No. Nothing in there. Right. Grab that one. Oh, hit the... Some murky waters. Anything in there? Anything? Yeah, we got these ones. Lots of seeds. Literally, I've thrown out so many bloody seeds so far in this POI. Now, I know we can't get encumbered, but I'm, very conscious of how much we end up if we do get ourselves pretty damn full. Now we know all the zombies are hidden over there. I don't think there's any on our side at all. So we'll quickly just raid this. I usually just give them a little path. Come on over from here. Because I'm not going to waste my time shooting with them. Wakey wakey boys! And we'll see how many come on over. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, this. If we could return to trader. If we could just like I say, get the ergo grip onto him. It'd be very good. Right, there's a lot of resources this side, so let me just get the resources, get everything opened up for us. Because the final loot's just over there. And then we'll go through that together. Right, here we go then. We got a Savage Country box. Armor, there we go, straight away, that helps. Electrical traps. Oh, we got a Timmy mallet. Okay, and book box. Getting hammered. There we go. We've got a shotgun book there. What have we got in the big one? Another hunting knife. There we go. Lovely jubbly. In fact, I'll use that one right now. And quickly swap you over because you've got a lot more health. Let's just see which one's actually better. 12.1. There we go. Fantastic. You're not really worth anything, so I'm actually going to scrap you for the scrap iron. Right. Let's anything here? No. Let's get ourselves up here, which takes us to the garage, and our bike, yeah, is just there. Quickly jump into this one. Load more wood, ammo pile, and there's another box over there on the left as well. Yeah, and there we go. Fantastic. Right, job done. Whack a load of stuff onto here. There we go. Let's go back and see Bobby Boy. We've progressed stupidly fast in this. Having that double XP with headshots, which most of the time we're doing, basically means that we're playing on 200% XP. Yeah, we don't get it for, you know, the crafting and looting, but zombie kills have always been the way that you generate mass amounts of XP, and getting double for what we've been doing, we're very high. Out of interest, where's our loot stage? 72. Okay. 72 in the desert. Obviously now we've got our badge for this, the burnt forest biome. Loot stage has just gone up slightly, because it does that every time you go up one. I never actually looted up here. Okay, what have we got? What have you got, Bobby Boy? Spud, treasure map. First treasure map of 2.0, actually. Yep. Not a lot.
I bet your nose is so high in the air you could drown in a rainstorm. I'd be proud too. Good job.
Right, armoured up, because that's where we definitely need to sort that out. Right, let me see your inventory.
Or parts?
Let me sell you some stuff. I'm going to buy the cement off you and the gunpowder off you. Now, I am going to go back to the burnt forest biome. It's not ideal fuel-wise, but I'm going to do a load of cars and stuff on the way back. But yeah, we are going to move over here to the desert sooner rather than later, but we've got a lot of stuff at the moment that we need to sort out.
Indeed.
Quickly read that one. I'm going to do the treasure map from here. Whereabouts have you put you? Out of interest. Okay, so it's pretty much on the way back. But it is already 7 o'clock. I don't really want to be... yeah, I don't think I really want to be out there with these desert spitters and all of this, all of that malarkey, to be perfectly honest. Right, I think that's pretty much everything for you, Bobby Boy. A couple of extra lockpicks there. We can make them now. Yeah, did that one. Did that, yeah. Right, let's yeah, let's head back to our biome. Get out of it. Ooh, loot bag. Oh, that's nice. 25% less chance of getting set on fire. Awesome. 92% fuel. Yeah, I don't think I want to go and dig that up over night time. Nah, bugger that. Let's head back. Yeah, so get all of our blocks in order. Make sure we're all right for moving over here. I might do some of these. I'll do some of the full cars on the way back as well. Like that one over there. Killed your locust, but didn't actually see where you came from. Yeah, they seem to be attacking a lot slower than they were. Oh, no, two repair kits. Yeah, I am going to wrench up a few of these. Because we've got the time. Get myself the fuel, get myself a load more parts. We have actually done, we redeemed that one. We did actually do another quest. Trader and the cobblestone. So we've only got car batteries, 2 more engines. We need 1 more honey and some leather with a stone axe. So when we find a cafe or a bar with those type of things in it, it'll be fine. There's another engine actually, fantastic. Right, just got ourselves another engine, which is very nice. So we've yeah, we've got our 3 engines. We just need 3 lead batteries now. Not too bad, yeah. I'm just going to take it easy, head back home, and then we'll have a little look. So we've obviously got a lot of loot now. A lot of stuff that I don't really want to be making. It's quite a distance. I don't really want to be making massive trips backwards and forwards. So we've actually got another town here. So I will have a little look around and see if Bob is... We've got another Bob in this town as well. And I've got to make sure I start making some bolts tonight as well, because we can be using bolts because we got that crossbow. Ah, it was you making the noise. Lovely jubbly. Cool. 2 skill points. I don't know if you noticed that, but they're sort of half invisible until you get close enough to them. A little bit strange, that. A little bit odd. A little bit odd. Harvesting honey is now done. Fantastic. So I think it's just some lead batteries now, and we'll be pretty much there. Doing well. Doing very, very well. Right, finally back at home. Just sorting a few things out. I've got rid of my bow and arrow, and I'm making 60 bolts now to start using the crossbow. So I'm making the iron bolts. I'm smelting everything out of the forge, which is going to take 1 more minute. There we go, there's our 60. I'll get a load of water done overnight. So tomorrow's plan, 13 water here. Oh, we've got loads of water. Our plan tomorrow is basically going to be finding ourselves a base, and we're not just going to pick the first base that comes to us. We're going to wait till we'll have a look around. If I've got to put a few boxes out on the road or outside Bobby Boy's, no problem. Yeah, we can do that. That's not an issue at all. But yeah, so we'll get back over to the desert. Obviously we've got that second town now that we know of, and we got the treasure map there. I didn't see a Bob, but then look, I only went for a little part of it. So maybe, because if we go this way, we avoid this water. So we'll probably take the same path there. Maybe go and do the treasure map early now that we've actually got a decent iron shovel. I've got to make better tools at some point, but to be honest, they're doing the job at the moment. So I'm quite happy with everything that we can do. Obviously, we've got 2.5 boxes filled here. We're not going to be able to take all of that with us. I'm not going to need the workstations and stuff straight away, so I'll fill the bike up, fill myself up, and then we'll slowly start taking away over there. But I kind of really want to find somewhere first. This is okay for now, you know, just living out on the roof. But I want to get something a bit more permanent. Last thing to mention as well is we've only had 2 storms. Now, when I played over the stream weekend, we only got as far as the burnt forest biome, this biome here. But I had one every single day, which started taking up quite a bit of time, especially when you're trying to get your way through the quests. But yeah, we've only had 2. We did one where we just stayed in with Jen, and this little bunker that we actually built here, which in fact I'm actually going to take all of my blocks back when we leave here. But yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one. So forget about all the stuff I was talking about at the beginning. I will put all the patch notes. I'll put a link to the patch notes in the description down below. But yeah, they've actually made it 100 times easier with the plague spitters and all of that. So they're basically like having a bicycle in this biome. You're going to be able to outrun things. They despawn. They seem to be like that look a little bit invisible, like the predator, until you actually get pretty damn close to them. So yeah, get yourself a steel sledgehammer and away you go. You guys have a cracking day. Look after yourselves. I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy.